So what's all the fuss about this? Turkey tails. Good morning, sausages. Here I am in the pissing rain with model over my arse, taking one for the team. Why? Because of this. This is one of the most spectacular blooms of turkey tails I've ever seen. Normally when I find one as big as this, they're all dead, but these aren't dead. They're wonderful and floppy and rubbery and turkey. Look at them, hundreds and squillions of them, like sort of little toast racks of pixies, like Action Man has been throwing discuses at a piece of plasticine. Why are they called turkey tails? Well, because it looks a bit like a little tiny turkey tail when you hold it up. Seems like an obvious thing, really. They're not made of feathers, obviously, and they don't taste of turkey, but that's besides the point. Now, first of all, are they edible? Yes, kind of. I mean, you can literally pull one of these off and chew it like chewing gum if you want. Does it taste particularly nice? Not especially, and it's very, very rubbery, but won't do you any harm. And of course, it's full of many mysterious medicinal properties. Let me give you the list. Immune system support, cancer treatment, gut health, anti-inflammatory, lowering blood sugar, increasing cognitive ability, increasing energy. Oh yes, and antibacterial. Okay, allegedly. All that and not a penny for Pfizer. But actually there's pretty good evidence. In fact, I believe there's good evidence that this has been used in the treatment of bowel cancer or anal cancer or cancer at your bum. Do prove me wrong. Do tell me what you've learnt. Do also let me know if your anus has been cured by a turkey tail. How do you get all this delicious goodness? How do you get this magic? How do you get this body mending, super magic, medical, like shoving an ambulance up your bottom fandango out of this mushroom? Quite simple, really. You can make turkey tail tea, which is really quite easy, actually. You just boil turkey tails for about 15 minutes, add a sort of a gentle simmer, and then pour it into a cup. Does it taste nice? Not in my opinion, but some people like it. But of course you could add things to make it taste a bit nicer and still get the delicious goodness, the magic, the nipple explodingly phantasmagorical. Oh, I feel much betterness. You can also dry it up and powder it and things like that as well. So there are other kinds of little bracket fungi growing on trees. How do you tell it's a turkey tail? Well, actually the colour isn't that easy because they are usually a sort of black, white and brown going out in bands. But sometimes you can see them with blues. I've seen orangey ones and greeny ones. Usually when they're fresh like this, they're black and brown and white. The easiest way to tell the difference between this and another kind of bracket, or what we call a false turkey tail, which is a simple way of saying it, this is not a turkey tail. You turn it over and you look at the base and they have these little tiny teeny little pores, like someone's been going over it with a needle. And that is a sign of a turkey tail. A lot of the other ones don't have that. What about folklore? Well, in Chinese mythology, it's supposed to be the elixir of life. I mean, that is quite a claim, but then there are a lot more Chinese people than there are any others, so perhaps it works. And in Native American culture, apparently it was something that allowed you to communicate with the spirit realm, with the ancestors, etc., which normally means it's something that gets you high, but in this case, no, just really nice for you and really turkey looking. Anyway, I've had enough of this. I'm soaking wet, and I've run out of things to say, so go find yourself a turkey tail today.